The build-up, not only a long publicity tour, but then of course the 4 consecutive episodes of 24/7, which aired on HBO. 24/7 has become something of a showcase for Floyd Mayweather's personality, and as the result, a platform for considerable trash talk directed at Shane Mosley. Mosley, for his part, kind of tried to fire back. Trash talk isn't really a normal part of his repertoire. Let's take a look.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla. I talk the most shit.
Like I said before, how the fuck I want to be like you, Shane Mosley? Everybody in the fight game want to be like the Uno. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow.
Hey, Shane's a steroid user. Shane got trouble for steroids. I didn't. Cause I ain't never done nothing.
Man, this kid got an 80s Jerry curl, man. Come on, man. It's 2010. The kid must woke up in that hot tub time machine. Vernon Forrest fucked you up. Winky Wright fucked you up. Miguel Cotto fucked you up. Money Mayweather, I'ma fuck you up some more.
He doesn't mean any of that stuff. That's just something just to get the edge in the fight. Why am I gonna feed into that? Why would I feed into something that I know he's trying to do? Then I'm the fool. Then I'm the fool. Then I let him win. I let him win the first battle. No, I'm not gonna let you win the first battle.
Hell, that's ridiculous, man. And I say something because I'm embarrassed as being a part of your brotherhood. I'm embarrassed as a people when I see you conduct yourself a certain kind of way.
Bringing you back live to ringside with Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel, are Floyd Mayweather's opponents in some way intimidated by the trash talk? Are they discomfited by it? Does it have any effect on their performances at all?
I think in the case of Shane Mosley, no. Shane is used to that. He said that he hears a lot of things much worse than that, and he expected that from Floyd. But I think that Shane has a lot of emotions that build up inside of him. There's one of he's not in his vocals and verbal naturally, as Floyd is, but I think that he has a lot of anger inside of him, and I think you're going to see that tonight.
Knowledgeable boxing fans demonstrate in their responses in chat rooms on the web and elsewhere that they think most of this is simply ticket selling, Larry. Is it?
Undercard fights, but last one was pretty
so
good.
willing to wear the black hat, probably a little bit of personal stockings underneath it, but he's been a brilliant marketer of himself. It's very rare for a pure boxer who doesn't bring drama to the arena to become such an attraction, and he's done it by crossovering through Dancing with the Stars. He's done it by appearing with World Wrestling Federation. He's done it by turning 24/7 into a reality show. Himself. He's done it by convincing everybody that 40-0 is the best thing there ever was in the sport. And that's all to his credit, but I think he believes these things.
He decisioned Oscar De La Hoya behind 24/7. He knocked out Ricky Hatton when Hatton threw his face into a Floyd Mayweather kick hook in the 10th round of that fight. Then he retired for 21 months and came back September 19 of last year against Juan Manuel Marquez. Marquez at that time was the number 3 pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, but Larry, most people, myself included, I think, were shocked at the technical brilliance that Mayweather showed after the long layoff and the ease with which he handled Marquez.
I wasn't.
Okay, tell us why.
I thought the fight was over when it was signed because Floyd, just like Mosley, is a gym rat. We've seen that with veteran fighters who are really dedicated, that they can handle the layoffs. And he was just fighting an older, slower guy, and he showed it. Maybe it surprised people because he had been away for so long, but I think it was expected.
What's your take, Emmanuel? Do you agree with Larry that it proved only that Marquez was a shorter, slower, smaller guy? Or do you think Mayweather proved something with his brilliance that night?
Well, Mayweather's a brilliant fighter, but I was not that when he made the fight. It was still to me a lightweight. I was just overstuffed to the lightweight, but it's a very talented welterweight. And Floyd didn't make the contract with him. He said, I'm going to stay as a welterweight. And with all of the size and the skills that he's got, it was just too much. The fight was virtually over to be after 6 rounds for the most part.
It was one of the most one-sided pay-per-views ever, rivaled perhaps only by his domination of Arturo Gatti in another pay-per-view. And the CompuBox numbers were as one-sided as we have ever seen in a big fight. Look at the differential. Mayweather landing 59% of his punches to only 12% Marquez. Now, welterweights
and if I watch
around 55,
Reggie has put kind of
and land somewhere between 50 and 20. Mayweather does much better than that.
And I click on it. I'm like, busted up, what kind of mess is this? So after I finished watching it, and Big Reggie said, I'm sure the kids looking at your page, and I went back and looked, it was on there, so I had to erase it this morning.
It doesn't make it double A. He was such a big star. But Mayweather showed himself to be smarter in exploiting the victory by fighting too small a guy.
I mean, I gotta be careful if you watching Shake 'em Up movie videos outside the door and erase them up.
You love Mosey for doing that. But in terms of being able to use those victories as a platform to spring into the next level, that wasn't the way to do it.
Well, Shane Mosley's an unusual guy and sometimes has had to chase big fights by taking on people whom other fighters wouldn't want to face. Classic case in point. After July 25, 2008, when Antonio Margarito wound up dumping Miguel Cotto in his butt in this ring after hunting Cotto down and pressuring him throughout the fight, there weren't many welterweights in the world who were terribly eager to get into the ring with Margarito, who was seen as something of a freak of nature, being so big and strong for a welterweight. But Shane Mosley took the fight in January of last year and entered the fight under the tutelage of a new trainer, and what an amazing performance he produced.
Yeah, well, Richardson working with Bernard Hopkins had a similar outcome when they fought Kelly Pavlik, a veteran fighter who was 10 years younger when an opponent was coming straight at him. And that was made to order for Mosley, except we didn't know that until about 2 or 3 rounds.
Emmanuel, did we see Richard do something really different with Shane Mosley for that fight? And if so, will we see it again tonight?
I think you're going to see it again tonight, and he did do something different. Shane Mosley's always been a real old school type fighter. He loves boxing. He's a student of the game, as we say. And I think when we're able to see Richardson, and with all of Lance's experience being in Philadelphia with Bernard, the chemistry just clicked, and that's just what he needed. Very much.
Somebody was hitting them little strolls or something, but he does that.
A fighter and a trainer get together. It's not even all the time whether the trainer's a great trainer, but the chemistry between the two. The same way that Petro Dennis was with Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I mean, the chemistry works great with these two guys, I think.
Roger Mayweather, the trainer of Floyd Mayweather, says that if Mosley thinks he can fight the same kind of fight against Floyd that he did against Antonio Margarito, swinging roundhouse punches with both hands, focusing on power shots, trying to corner Margarito and get him into firefights over and over, Roger says if he tries to do that with us, he'll be playing into our hands. The numbers were one-sided against Margarito. It was arguably Mosley's best performance ever in a big fight, and he's had some good ones. And what it showcased really is that Shane is an offensive fighter through and through, Emmanuel. His mentality is to attack.
Yes, he's a consistent fighter, as you say, especially aggressive. And that's the one thing that I think tonight he brings to this fight, which, even though this is really like a Mayweather show, what makes it so intriguing and appealing to the fans and myself is that this is finally he's doing what the fans have wanted him to do. He had to be pushed a little bit, fight a full-fledged welterweight. And that's what the thing is not that he was beat by those guys, and there's people wanted to see him do.